Safe for the spoilers though. Safe.
Me?
Yeah, safe.
I didn't spoil it for you.
What's the spoiler?
He was,
the last bit.
He was like,
bit.
oh yeah, you're gonna see the weapon next episode.
What that machine? I mean, were you bothered? I didn't spoil it for you, first of all. And
you did.
Hey guys, welcome to Panel Frames weekly anime podcast. I'm joined by the usual suspects, Phil and Lewis. This week we bring you some exciting episodes of the animes we're watching. We're going to look at Hell's Paradise, Demon Slayer, and Vinland Saga. We're going to start with Hell's Paradise, which actually has been quite. It's been only 3 episodes in, but it's been quite action packed and quite cinematic. So episode 3, Weakness and Strength, adapts chapters 3, 4, 5, and a little bit of chapter 6. There was some interesting. Well, so let me just get off. Like, there's a bit they didn't adapt. There's a backstory of one of the characters which is in the start of chapter 6, but they didn't adapt it. They missed like 10 pages.
So
go on,
Eugene. Before you carry on, right? So, of course, you said 3, 4, 5, and 6, right?
Yeah. Well,
so
a bit of 6. Okay,
so were these chapters shorter than the previous chapters?
Yeah, so chapter 1 was like 60 pages, chapter 2 was 50 pages.
Okay.
So you know, like sometimes with manga, they're normally the pilot, they would do like 100 pages or So these are like 20 pages because I think it's back to being weekly, innit?
Okay, cool.
So yeah. So it adapted a bit of chapter 6. But obviously, I think for me, the episode starts off sick, where you see obviously the chief, Gabima's chief, getting attacked and getting his like guts.
Getting attacked? Well, he basically butchered himself, mate, or got himself butchered. What the heck? Was pulling out his intestines and all that. Had a knife through here, like, oh my God. Bro.
And you know what's funny? Yeah, in the manga, they just showed, it was just one panel where you just saw him stabbed up. So I think that was so sick. They animated it really nicely as well. And it being graphic was, because not everyone pulled off graphic scenes well. And I think this was like done so good.
Very good.
And now we're at the island finally. And we meet another of the Ashimon who explains the rankings, and Sagiri's rank bottom.
But he never explained it. She stopped him before she did.
He said she's lost though.
Lost, but he never really explained how you become lost.
He didn't say what the numbers were. So in the manga, when they reveal a new character, an Ashimon, they reveal their rank at the same time. But I don't know.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So it'll be like a little character card that will say their name, and everything, and it'll say the number. So I know what rank he is and what rank she is now. They didn't really do that in this one, innit? In anime, I don't know how they're going to do it later on. But so my question is, if she's ranked like she's last year, and Gabimaru's like was shook of her, how strong do you think the other guys are? The other.
What, the other
Ashimon?
Oh, the Ashimon. They must be tough.
Because if she's like quite strong.
Oh, bro.
But Eye Patch guy got done it, didn't he?
He got folded with the swiftness.
And I thought he was going to be some serious guy.
Man turned into a KFC wing, fam. Was just there getting munched on. What the heck?
You know what? I didn't want to, because obviously I didn't tell you last week. I don't want to spoil anything for you last week because obviously there's been several deaths in the first. We're not even on the island yet. Like, not everyone's on the island yet. There's only been several deaths. You had the chick trying to, seduce the guy. Next he's just like, nah, cut her head off.
Yeah.
You got obviously the king of the bandits, rip that guy apart.
Rip the guys, rip that apart, yeah.
You got other ninja girl. She stabbed up the guy who she pretended to work with.
Yeah.
And then you got obviously man like, what's it, Lord Ezen getting one. And the fact that he tried to slice him, then his soul got smashed, and he just got his whole top body was smashed.
Yeah,
unbelievable. And he's meant to be. He was going on like he was like the Don of Dons.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I thought he was like, as I said, like Byakuya, friend.
So this is one thing about Hell's Paradise, which I'm just telling you guys what you're in for. There's a lot of stuff you're gonna be like, bloody hell, unexpected stuff like this, and it's not just now. So that's I think you enjoyed that kind of unexpected stuff.
When I was watching it, because you said it was quite a trippy manga.
Yeah, what do you think?
I thought all this bit was kind of like a bit of a fever dream. I was thinking maybe they're not all dead. It's just the island saying this could happen.
I hear you.
I was going, this can't be happening, but clearly.
Were you more like thinking because it's too quickly, like we've just
and it just felt like dreams. Like, this is a scenario that could happen.
And
then on top of it, the way that the Ashimon was explaining it as well, like, this is what's gonna happen in the future, basically. Like, it kind of like seemed, as you were saying, it seemed like a dream sequence or like just this imaginary future.
Yeah.
But one thing I will say, though, which is quite interesting, is like, remember, there's over 100 chapters, and if they've killed off half of the characters within the first couple of pages, there's it's going to be a bit of it's going to be interesting to see how they, from your point of view anyway, how they develop the remaining characters and what happens next. Obviously, we got to see Gabimaru in action again.
Yes.
Another character who's like ridiculously OP, like probably. He's just so OP. Like, when that guy, what's his name? The guy who stitched the armor to himself. The weird perverted weapons.
The weapon.
Kion, yeah. So when he hit Gabimaru with the mace in the first, in the manga, you literally see Gabimaru. There's one panel where his neck was literally snapped all the way back. But the anime didn't really, they didn't do that.
Cool.
It was very interesting to see that. And my whole thing is, it's like, this is quite a very violent manga, and I think it needs to be shown that way because that's part of the, I guess, beauty of this show. It's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It needs to be violent. And that's it. There's no point in making this if you're not going to make it.
Again, exactly. But then again, it's weird. As you were saying, it's weird that they wouldn't show it because they've shown my man get boiled by a flipping oil. They've shown him get
ripping someone's neck with his teeth.
Exactly. So it's
I think it was more a thing of like poor animation compared to like them not showing it. I feel just poorly animated, basically. And that's weird for Mappa, who are like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey man, goats can slip up sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, they did a few times on Vinland in the early episodes.
Yeah. We've got to allow them. Goats can slip up sometimes, man.
But you also know there's money involved in these things, so there's people at the top going, I think you should take that out. I think you should just change that a little bit. Can you make that a little less red? Because that looks too gory.
True.
But what were your guys' thoughts of the episode? Like, obviously you're new to this now, so what are your thoughts on where it's going and how it went?
I think it just picked up from where it left off and like kept the same intensity, which I was expecting and I wanted. So the action was up there. We got to learn a bit more about Ashimon and like the village, and even though they didn't really reveal how the rankings work, but we know now that Gabimaru's assassin or executioner is basically the weakest one. And then as you said, like basically we've seen half of like the main cast just get finished. So I like how it's going. I like how it's going totally.
No, I'm loving this anime. But do you think Sagari, that's her name, isn't it, right? She's a job's worth. She is a job's
definitely.
Worth. Because we know he already busts out chains. He's got ropes on. She already knows that he can bust out chains, and why is she even bothering? If he wanted to, he could leave.
And also, what's even more funny is that she's a job's worth that couldn't even do her job properly. Because when push came to shove, he was like, he murked her. You know what I mean? He just he finished her. And I think like all the other Ashimon, the one we've seen, he was just like, look where we are. I'm never gonna bother with these maniacs.
Exactly.
Let them do their thing. I want to live. You know what I mean? And then. Yeah, I know. It's very interesting. And I think, like you were saying, Phil, about the rankings, we don't know if that ranking might be based off ability or based off like kind of like their moral, she might be like lower rank because she finds it hard to kill people and that's why she's lower rank.
And he said that as well. Like he said something about that. I can't remember the exact word for word, but it was something along the lines of I don't know, I'm going to butcher it. But he basically said something like that. Yeah,
exactly. So it could be like she's just like really powerful, but I mean, well, she isn't overly powerful because she's been banged already in episode 2. Episode 3.
I could be wrong, because I might have not spotted them. But is it a sexist thing that she's low rank? Because is there any more females?
Ooh, I haven't seen any. I haven't seen any. And then even when you try to remember back to the time when they were with the Shogun and they were like panning around and you could see like the other ones, you didn't see no other women.
So maybe it's one of those things like she's only got in that position because her father was like an ultimate.
Yeah.
The ultimate G.
Yeah.
But
that
then,
might be a shout.
No, that Ashimon has spoken to her like rudely, or spoken to her like she's like they disrespecting her. You know what I mean? They've just
that might be even more of a reason. Your dad was a top G. Yeah. So because of your dad, we're respecting you to this certain amount because of your dad. You're here because of this. We're not going to be disrespectful. So could be one of them ones.
Yeah. No, definitely. And it would be interesting. Like then it would be nice. It would be cool to see if her dad makes an appearance and he's like some just powerful guy. You know what I mean? Later on, and he's like,
does.
He could be that one. You know, we have the old guys in all these animes. He could be one of those.
Yeah, man, the old guys are just OP. You don't want to mess with them. Yeah, that would be a good little cameo.
Giants in half. What did you think of the creatures living on the island then?
Yeah, bro. They're messed up. And the way that guy chopped his hand off, though,
with the swiftness,
bro. He didn't think twice, bro. He got bit.
With the swiftness, he saw it. He saw the little bump. Saw the thing. Hand gone.
So what one thing I'll say about that guy, originally they were meant to show his backstory before that scene happened. Just to give us a little bit backstory about him. So I think they might do it to start the next episode. But then it's just, I don't know if it maybe it doesn't work. It didn't work. You know what I mean? I feel like knowing his backstory, you kind of understand why he cut his hand off because you know a bit more about like what he's been through and what kind of a guy he is. But I guess just introducing him and maybe just adds a bit of mystery when he cuts his hand off. It works there's two different ways, but they both, I guess, kind of work. But I don't know, prefer.
And it falls in line with the rest of how the story's going because we only know the backstory of our main two characters.
100%, yeah.
So we don't know anything else about the other criminals. So yeah.
What are you guys looking for? Or what are you expecting to happen next? Or hoping?
More of the same. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Right? I'm gonna say I'm gonna add something else. I'm gonna say the village that Gabimaru's from. I want to see what kind of work they be doing when they get to the island. Yeah, they kind of like remind me of like the Umbu Black Ops in Naruto, low key.
Yeah,
and like you know what I'm saying. They kind of remind me of them guys. So yeah, I want to see what kind of job they're on. I want to see if we actually see their chief, and we can see like the quote unquote elixir of life in action. But yeah, just more Gabimaru and more madness because these creatures. I want to see what's going to happen there.
Yeah. What were you, Lewis?
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see like them creatures that we saw right at the end. Like, what kind of threat are they to everybody? Because right now it's building up like they're just going to be absolutely nuts. Just the way like even little bees could just annihilate you.
Yeah,
it's like Jumanji on steroids.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good way for it.
Mate, that's true.
Title of this episode: Jumanji on steroids. Honestly, I'm glad you guys are liking it, and I think story-wise, it's really like not going to be what you expect, and I think you guys are going to be like, well, come, let's say, hopefully 10 weeks down the line, you guys will be like, damn.
How many episodes is this going to be again?
I've not seen episode list, but I guess if it's doing like 4 episodes per, 3 to 4 episodes per chapter, and there's 90. There's more than 100.
13.
There's 13 episodes.
13, yeah. Okay.
Is that long enough? All of it. There might be. I reckon it'll be season 2 then. I don't think that's long enough,
13. That's what you're saying.
Well, it will just last. It'll just last the spring anime season 1, and then we'll probably get season 2 next year or something. But 13's not too bad, I guess. It's not too bad. But anyway, guys, do you want to give your scores for this week's episode?
Who's going to go first?
9 for me. Still continually keeping me hooked. And yeah, what more can I say? Like, it's just been amazing so far. 3 episodes.
I'll give it 8.5. 8.5, yeah, 9. I'm not sure. I don't know which one to pick. So I'll just say 8.5. Action's good, storylines good, backstory, all the other stuff is good, and the progress for it to like get better, I think is still there. So maybe that's why I'm giving it a little bit less of a score. So yeah, 8.5.
It was sick. I'm just gonna give it a 9, man, because yeah, it's sick, man. It's a good other than like that one bad pan, the one frame that they did. I think the rest of it, the adaptation was amazing. It was pretty on point. They did everything well, and the stuff that they did elevate from the manga worked really well. Like the opening scene, that was great, man. Yeah, there was a bit of things they didn't put in, but sometimes anime is going to tell it its own way, I guess, for it to work. You know what I mean? So I don't mind that too much.
You've changed.
No. You know what? Like sometimes they just got to do what they got to do, man. And yeah, it's fine.
That's how good this anime is. That you're not even worried that it's not adapted it fully.
No. Because I feel like they will bring certain parts in, but the parts they didn't put in, they were crucial, but I think they'll bring it in later on. And so it's not like they're not adding in anything random like bowling. You know what I mean? So yeah.
I feel like we're always going to draw back to this.
100%.
We're always going to do it.
Anyway, no, let's not go back. All right, let's move on to the next anime. So Demon Slayer, episode 2 of the Swordsmith arc. This episode adapts chapters 102 and 103. And yeah, we're at the so epic cliffhanger last week where we saw the Miss Hashira fighting with one of the Swordsmith, and Tanjiro was all listening. And you know what? It's interesting because these Hashiras, they come in all shapes and sizes, man, and they're all like different personalities. Like this Miss guy, like he's, I guess, one of the youngest ones, and this guy's just raw. You know, Tanjiro gives him a speech, and he's like, "Bro, don't bore me," and then slaps him. That scene was like, bro,
he's bare rude.
Bare rude
for no reason.
Tanjiro was like, what? 16. He's like, oh, this guy's younger than me. So, and Tanjiro was getting slapped up by a youth, bro.
Yeah,
exactly.
And then the guy breaks his sword. The guy breaks his own sword and be like, yeah, it's broken. Whatever, make me another one. I'm just like, this guy. And he's like, Hashira are more important than everybody else. I'm like, wow.
Well, he's not like, it's the truth.
Yeah.
But do you not find it interesting that the Love Hashira said that he's related to the original Sunbreather? The Mist guy.
Yeah. That is interesting as well. And then I saw the bird said that as well.
Yeah. The stupid crow.
The bird with the attitude.
Yeah. Oh, crap.
So do you think, because you know last week, Lewis, you were saying about the first Upper Moon 1 looks like that guy. Do you think there's going to be some sort of...
I think so. I think maybe... Because he's got arms as well. Like the thing that they're training with, it's got their arms.
But remember, they only said that because that guy is so powerful, the only way to replicate his fight.
No, I get that, but then isn't the upper one, hasn't he got more than one arms? 2 arms?
No, he's got like bare eyes.
It's not. Oh, it's just the eyes.
He's got bare eyes.
All right, but maybe there's history there between the upper one and that guy.
Yeah, you're interested to see how that plays out. I do think the episode was kind of like, it was a bit dull.
It was a training arc, man. It was a training arc, man. That's what it was.
Yeah, but it wasn't really. It was just like,
that's really what it was. But safe for the spoilers, though. Safe.
Me?
Yeah, safe.
I didn't spoil it for you.
W's the spoiler? The last bit.
Oh yeah, you're gonna see the weapon next episode.
What's that machine? I mean, were you bothered that? I didn't spoil it for you, first of all. And
you did. You spoiled the fact, right?
Okay,
that the weapon that is this legendary weapon in the village is gonna get seen in the next episode. Safe. Now we see the sword coming out of my man's neck. Yeah, so I'm like, that has to be the thing, innit?
You know, I even forgot about the sword. I was talking about that robot. I even forgot about that sword. I'm not joking.
Nah, man.
All right.
Nah, man. Because the robot's not as secret as the sword.
No, that's what I was alluding to.
When you think about it, right? This robot's been around for what, 400 years? Yeah. No one's been able to break it, basically, right? So it has to be
plot armor, yeah.
Yeah, plot armor. Yeah, no one's been able to break it except Tanjiro. And then now you see a flipping sword in his neck. Come on, bruv. That has to be the hiding place.
And he's lacking a sword as well right now. So it's like...
Okay. Well, here we are, guys. What do? Do you want to give your scores? Because nothing really much else happened in this episode, did it really?
No, nothing. No, that's it. That's basically it. That's basically, we never really saw nothing else. Only thing that's quote unquote significant is we saw the swordsmith that Tanjiro was looking for. That's it.
Yeah.
But that's not really important either. But yeah, scores wise, I'm gonna give it a 7. Just run of the mill. Yeah, so 7.
What were you, Lewis?
Yeah, I agree. 7. It's almost a 6.5, but I'll give it a 7.
I hear that.
Yeah,
6.5 for me, man. Because the thing is, it's like it just, I don't know, it was a whatever episode, you know. And yes, we've got to see some of the Mr. Hashira in action, but I don't know, like. There's been better training arcs in Demon Slayer. Like the first one, we had cut the rock in half. That was sick. You know what I mean? I felt like this one was a bit.
And they could have made this one really, really sick as well, because this doll is meant to be like really, really sick at fighting.
Well, if anything, they could have. So the fight scenes were like, and we know what they were like accurate to the manga in it. But I think this was a chance where they could have just added some more action into it. Like put in some extra fight scenes, just make it a bit more. This was a chance to do that, and I would have actually appreciate that a lot more.
There was only one in all honesty, there's only one like cool scene where he actually chopped the head off. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
And when he got his hair like clipped and he was doing that flip.
Yeah,
exactly. And then he comes and he does the
It almost felt like they were just trying to be funny with this one, especially when he was like, they were making him fast or whatever, and he was like, I did what?
Well, the thing is, it was literally how it was drawn in the manga. Nothing was taken out, nothing was added in. It was exactly the same. It was. So they're just going off the original material, which was meant to be slightly comedy.
How many chapters was this?
This was only 2 chapters.
Okay.
Yeah, nah.
So
I just hope they've now got rid of that bit and they're just going to ramp it up. Because the first episode was just so sick, man.
I mean, but they put the whole season's budget into that. And now we're done. Now we're done. They're like, we ain't got no more money, bro. I don't know what you're gonna watch. Imagine the director's like saying, that's not what I paid you guys for. He's like, bro, you told us to make the episode at the cinema, and this is what we've done.
We ain't got no more budget.
There's no more money left.
Hey, we'll see though.
The fight scene will be sick. I'm interested to see how these Hashiras fight, because if one thing the anime does better, it does the fight scene 10 times better than the manga does it.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
Just the colors alone.
So let's move on to the next anime. Vinland Saga, episode 15, Storm. Yes, this adapts chapters 82 and 83. 84 as well. Now we're at a really epic part. Like, this is really sick. This whole episode. Obviously, Arnis comes to Garda. She wants to just.
Garda's a madman,
bro.
You know what?
Absolute madman.
It's funny, yeah. Shall I tell you one thing? Look what War's done to Thorfinn, and look what War's done to Garda. I feel like a lot of people in this manga, like Canute, they're all like going like they're all like early Thorfinns. Thorfinn's the only one that's come out of this aggressive spiral. No, you know what I mean? Come out of this like he's come out of it, where the rest of them are like still stuck in that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And I think it's interesting how Garda's just like proper barbaric now. I don't blame him though.
But then I feel like the reason why Thorfinn's like that is because he's seen the end and he's lived with the end because of his dad.
Yeah.
Right? So, and so because he's seen the end, he knows how he maybe wants to like live his life. And he's like, okay, I can move away from this now. Like, and my quote unquote goals have kind of basically been achieved. So he doesn't need to like strive for that anymore.
Yeah.
And everybody else, they've still got active goals that they may be trying to achieve through war. Like Canute still wants to basically run the whole world, and Garda's like he's going through like the early stages of what Canute went through by losing family and losing all that kind of stuff. So,
and I also feel like Garda and Canute, maybe more Garda, it's almost they chose that life. Whereas Thorfinn didn't really choose it. Like he went with his dad or whatever, and he got caught up in that stuff. Whereas I guess Canute get caught up with it because he's born into kingship. But he could have decided to carry on being a man of God and whatnot.
That's very true still.
But with Garda as well, he wanted the iron, so he went off with his brethren to go live that life. Whereas Thorfinn kind of got just abused into that life, you know?
But then Thorfinn, remember, his dad, I know he was a boy, but his dad told him, like, obviously, don't kill anyone. The thing is, I think all three of them, like Thorfinn subconsciously chose to live that life. I know now he's regretting it, but he obviously was killing people to get, obviously, he was groomed 100%, but he obviously, allowed himself to be involved in that life because he got tricked. And to be fair, he was a child. I do understand that, but he could have just not gone. He could have not, like, no one else went on the ship. He could have just not gone. And Aselikard saw his vulnerability and just like groomed him. So I understand what you're saying. Like, he didn't choose it, but I don't think it's fair to say Garda chose that.
He did though. They wanted to get the iron
for his family, but he didn't choose for the Vikings coming. Like,
he didn't have to go.
Child.
He chose to be about beef.
Yeah, and that's why he says sorry. I wish I never went.
Man, he wanted to be about the smoke.
Before he bit someone's throat, he wasn't sorry about anything.
Yeah. But then again, he did it out of desperation. But then when he had his time to just like chill out, not necessarily chill out, but like to gather his thoughts, kind of, sort of. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry for the thing, and I should never have done it.
Well, and also with Garda, maybe if he had the opportunity, I don't know, because he lost his wife, so he's still angry. I was going to say, if he had the time like Thorfinn had to just be with his thoughts, he's got time to progress into that. But Garda's obviously thinks his wife is lonely and missing him. She's not.
Well, okay, what about Einar? Einar's a broken man, bro.
Oh, bro.
Einar's a moist Donny. I'm going to keep saying it. What the hell, man?
He's a broken man. I feel sorry for him a little bit.
I don't know if I feel sorry. No, I feel sorry. What am I feeling sorry for him for, bruv? My man, he done see the husband come back, and he still wants to be there trying to worm his way into some cheeks. Like, what?
Einar's obviously a bit of a simp, but
a bit, bro.
A bit.
But he's a good guy. I think the thing with Einar's obviously seen like so much madness from the other side, isn't it? So he's just like, I don't want no more. Because look, when they have their discussion, when Thorfinn finally like fully opens up and talks about his dreams and stuff, because Thorfinn has never done that in like this entire show yet. When he fully opens up and they're just both saying they want a world about war and slavery, blah blah blah. Is it possible? There's war because they need slaves. When the slaves run out, there'll be more war, all that kind of stuff. And I think that's why Einar's like, they just want peace, man. And that's why he wants to find peace for Arnis as well. And it may seem like this guy is like, okay, in an hour now, if some guy did that, that's from Moist, that's now, isn't it? But the scenario they're in, I don't think that's Moist. I think that's just like him trying to get the woman who he loves, but, I don't think loves him.
The woman to do what?
To come with him, innit? And just like...
Man, she ain't going nowhere. Like, she's stuck. Like, she can't go... Like, you have to pre the thing, yeah? Arnis' husband comes back. Now she's sprung on the husband, right? Remember that she's Mr. Kettle's mistress.
I know.
So no matter what happens, Mr. Kettle's gonna say she ain't going nowhere, right? And then what Forgil is not gonna allow her to leave, right? When they come, boom, Garda, if Garda's still about, right? Garda's gonna be like, oh, this is my wife. Come with me. And then Einar's gonna be there. Can't do nothing, can't defend himself, can't even swing a sword. He can barely punch people in the face. He's finished. Like,
I'm not about it. I'm just not
exactly. Thorfinn's gonna be there chilling in the corner, like, I'm going for you lot. Like, what the hell? Come on, man.
No, it'll be interesting to see like what route they all take. If Einar is proper about that and is going to
but he's not though.
He's definitely not.
We don't know. We don't know.
Yeah.
He's fuming, isn't it? But
he had one good scene where he punched someone in the face. One good scene. Yeah.
Hey, all right, man. No,
and even when he picked up the axe to go and do something, he wasn't going
to
to do anything. He was waiting for Thorfinn to back him out. Go, yo, bro, just relax.
Exactly.
Because if he was about it, he'd run up on him.
He would have done it. He's one of them guys. One of them guys that would.
Yeah. Don't hold me back. Don't hold me back.
You know what was sick though? The ending shot of Snake. That was sick, bro.
Yeah, Snake is pissed.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to next episode because I want to see Snake go ham.
Well, this is it. So the thing is, we've seen Snake. Even when he's been fighting everyone, he's always had a cool head, isn't it? But now Snake's like, nah. Kill him. When they say kill him on sight, Snake's like, nah. So
because God has taken out most of his people, you know.
What? So wait, he killed. Let's do a quick count if you can remember, right? So when God escaped, he killed one man, right?
Lizard. No. Oh, but those guys on other plus.
Yeah. He killed one man, right? No, and then when Snake's man then went to go find him.
Oh, he killed Lizard.
He killed Lizard. Right? They captured him, and then
he bit someone's throat.
So he's dead. Two. And then there was there was a shot. I don't know if it included the guy with his neck, but there was 4 dead bodies there. And that's 6. Technically, we don't know.
Yeah.
Of Snake's camp. 6 man them gone.
Remember, these are Snake's actual mandem. They're not like they're not soldiers. They're his boys, bro. He considers them friends. That's why he's fuming.
He's gonna finish God.
Yeah. No questions.
And then make it even worse. Snake is like, wait, what? He's injured again. He's got another injury. He's gonna destroy him.
Still kill him. Just kill him. I know.
Torture him, bro.
He's taking a mick, mate.
I'm telling you, he's gonna do some 4-gill type thing and chop off man's arm, chop off his ear, chop off his nose, look him in the eye, all of that.
Do you think he's gonna torture him then? I think he's just gonna kill him, bro.
I want him to torture him. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, all right.
I want him to torture him.
Do you think he's gonna kill his girl though as well in front of him?
Torture him, bro.
No. But you know what? This would be the interesting thing, yeah. So I don't know in what time in history we are in terms of like where Kettle is, how far he is to there. And if Kettle comes before this gets resolved, I think they're not going to be able to kill Arnis because he's like, nah, I'm not about that. But
yeah, I think as well.
If Kettle doesn't come now, I think Arnis is going to get killed in the crossfire.
Yeah, I think so.
Snake's just be like, yeah, nah, I'm killing you. I'll explain to the master later because no one knows she's pregnant. Only Aina and Thorfinn.
Aina and them, man, yeah.
She's pregnant, you know what I mean? So 2-2s now. This is such a sticky situation, bro. For everyone involved. Sticky situation. Yeah. And do you think Kettle would get Snake killed if he finds out like
no.
You think he's gonna be loyal to you think he's gonna be loyal to Snake over Honest?
He ain't killing
He's crying if I'm honest, man. He's like, you're the only like person.
No. I think he'll be upset, but Snake is a vital member of the camp.
And also with Canute coming, he's gonna be like, nah, Honest is cool, bro. But nah, that's what it is.
Especially she's gonna say, look, I'm pregnant, and that's gonna stress him out even more.
You were like, hey, they come and take my money. I can't be having another child right now. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
And then, but it'll be interesting to see if he does make it, what's his reaction going to be to all of this? Because I think he might have a heart attack. I think he might.
He's on his way already.
Well, then question though, right? Did they give us, because I can't remember it, did they give us like a timeline of how long it would take for them to get back to Kevin's farm?
They did, but what I'm saying is like they haven't said at what point this is all happening from when they left. Because I don't know if this is happening during while they're at the island, and then there's not really there's not really correlated because this could have happened while they were there or after they left. So it could be like they could be here in 3 days, or it could be like during it, so they're gonna be here in like 7 days. So they're not. Because what I was thinking, because I hear that. Because what I was thinking while I was watching, I was like, okay, how many times have I seen day and night? True.
So I was trying to count it. I'm like, I couldn't really put a number in it. I'm saying maybe 2 or 3 days. I'm saying have gone by. It's been at least 3 nights because the old man got ill. I don't know how long it was from Garda. Because the thing is, we don't know how long Garda's been like searching for Honest, by the way. Yeah, true. That could have been a week. That could have been like maybe a day or 2 days. True. It'll probably be like 1 or 2 days because they reported Snake quite quickly. Well, it seemed like it anyway. We don't know. But still, though, as you said, we don't know the timeline between when things are going on. So,
but I think for good plot, Kettle will come, and before this is all resolved, I think they'll have to bring him in to make the drama a bit. You know what I mean? Do you guys want to give your scores for this episode?
I think I'm going to give it an 8.
Oh, yeah, I think it's a 9, man. But
yeah, I was leaning towards a 9 as well.
It's a great episode. Has the right level of action, and I think like the consequences for all of this, because this is just like some hood shit. I'm so down.
It is.
You know, you got Einar, who's simp, and then you got like Snake and his man has been like buoyed off by Garda. Garda's coming back for his girl, and then Kettle's obviously, you know, it's proper like mad shit, man. This man is proper like a, you know what I'm saying, like a rap album, isn't it? It's like an R&B song. Ainar's gonna be writing an R&B song soon, isn't it? About this, isn't it?
Oh man, they're doing choreography in the rain and that. Yeah,
you know what I mean. But you know what's funny about Einar and Forfeit? Every time Forfeit tells him something, they always cut to Einar and he just stared at Forfeit like, bro, like, what are you talking about? Like, he
has no idea.
Yeah, he's just like his thing, but it's growing in a good place, and I think like it's still getting exciting. And you know what? It's we got like 10 episodes left, haven't we? No, 9 episodes left in it. It's 24, isn't it? It's 24. So it's only gonna get better. And I think if Forgil
24, yeah, it's 24 episodes, yeah, correct.
What if Forgil comes and Garda's not dead? Bro. I don't know what madness Forgil's gonna cause, man, because he's gonna be like, nah, no one's coming to our like ends here. And you know what I mean, murking all of
trying to do bits.
Exactly.
Gonna finish him. Low key, right? If Garda's not dead, I say Forgil comes back, finish off, like they all go, right? And search for Garda, whatever the thing is, right? Kill Garda, right? And just because of a general principle, like he kills the girl and says, sorry, Dad, is where it is, isn't it? Right? And then comes back. I was like, hey, yo, you're meant to be the head of security, Snake. Bam! Finishes you.
Oh.
But do you think he can kill Snake, though?
I don't know, but he's going to try. I'm saying that's what I'm saying.
And also, from the quality of people in that camp, I don't think they can all take Snake. I think it will come down to Snake. If they did come to him, Snake will kill everyone. Then I think, I don't know, him and Forgil will be interesting fight. Interesting fight. But we're going to have to find out next week, guys. You know, we'll see what happens next week. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, and comment. And let us know what you think about this whole love square, I guess you can call it now, between A&R, Garda, Kettle, and Honest. It is a square because there's like 4 people in it.
Yeah, I hear you.
And don't forget, Kettle's wife is there. So, you know, love Pentagon. Let's
Pentagon,
think of all of that.
Yeah.
And so are you guys enjoying Hell's Paradise? And what do you guys think of Demon Slayer? How well it's been adapted from the anime? Yep, like, subscribe, and let us know, guys. Peace.